Harris, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise in righteous indignation to oppose this bill. I don't need the Constitution or any Constitution to have agency over my body. I don't need any law to determine how my body will be used. I get to decide when and if I am pregnant. The right to bodily autonomy is an innate right given to us simply by existing in our bodies. My body is mine. We don't want unclear laws and muddy waters giving pause to doctors on if they will be penalized or criminalized for saving a woman's life. Ayn Rand said, abortion is a moral right which should be left to the sole discretion of the woman involved. She said that because only the woman involved can make the decision to continue a pregnancy or not, because she is the only factor in that equation. But I'm going to pause for one moment here to speak to my fellow Democratic members, especially the women. This is really heavy, y'all. This is really hard. But we are made for this moment. We were made by our grandmothers and our great-grandmothers and their great-grandmothers and their great-grandmothers and so on and so forth, reaching back and back and back and back into time. Our DNA imprinted and embedded with their fight, their power, their will, their drive, their never give up. They're always keep fighting. Look at us. Look at us. We are survivors. And the descendants of those they tried to silence and kill, we are strong like bamboo, shooting up into the sky. There is a tempest above us. The wind is blowing, but we bend. We do not break. I won't grace this chamber with the horror stories they will inflict on young girls and grown women alike who are being told, your body is not yours. I will not give pleasure to pain and content for trauma voyeurism. Our tears are not fodder for a country whose halls of power are bathed in the blood of those they subjugated and whose walls keep secrets of mistresses quietly driven to the nearest abortion doctor, sometimes against their will. Power for me, but not for thee. You want women to be stoic vessels for children who will later be slaughtered as they look down the barrel of a rifle. Hush, little babies, while hush money is paid. We know this story because history repeats itself. But wait, is that CRT? Maybe I'm being woke. Bella Asbug said, women will change the nature of power rather than power change the nature of women. This law is going to leave women no other choice than to change the nature of power. We are fed up to our throats with rights being argued in committee meetings and conference rooms, on legislative floors by men who will never have to face this decision, or the women who are content to do their bidding. And to my constituents, so many of whom I have had the pleasure to talk to, I know how concerned you are about the things that really matter to you, like homeowners insurance and your kids being safe at school. And when I say safe, I don't mean safe from a book. I mean safe from a gun. You sent me here to this most sacred chamber because you knew I was a pro-choice champion and I would fight for you. And I know that you're looking at the chessboard and you see the pieces and you're wondering, where do we go from here? I know you are scared, but let me tell you, to each of you who is listening, you are beautifully created and magnificently built. Through our suffering and our struggles, we have found redemption and strength. We have gone through fire, each of us. They think they will burn us to the ground. They think they will leave us in ashes. But we are going to rise like the phoenix because we are the fire and we have been ignited. And to my beautiful daughter, I know you're watching, baby girl. You are worth more than your ability to get pregnant. You have intrinsic value and extraordinary worth, and it's shameful and it's wicked that the most natural and rational of our rights, the right to self-determination over our body, is being stolen from you. I'm sorry that tomorrow you will wake up to even less rights than when you went to sleep. But I promise I will always be in this fight. You know, the people in my district didn't even want a 15-week abortion ban. Even Republicans felt like that was straddling the fence. Many of them believe this new ban is beyond radical, it's extreme. There are people in this state right now who don't even know they are pregnant. They don't know right now, at this very minute while I stand here before you, that there is a complication. This is a death sentence for them. But it doesn't end here. And myself and my colleagues in the Democratic caucus will never stop fighting for people's bodily autonomy and human rights. I will be voting down.